Wait for the camera! Okay, hi everyone, my name is Allison, and today I will be talking to you about texting and driving. So, FOMO, fear of missing out. You want to know who's dating who, where everyone's going for winter break, what President Fox's latest tweet is. You're so curious that as soon as your phone goes ding, no matter what you're doing, you pick up your phone. Say you're driving, and you pick up your phone, and you take your eyes off the road for 1 second. And bam, you hit another car. This, my friends, is distracted driving. Distracted driving is one of the leading causes of death, car accidents in America. So, I believe that texting and driving, the current policy is not enough for this problem that we have today. I believe after this speech, you will understand just how severe this problem is and what steps you can take to solve this issue. My sister is a first-year driver. She just got her license this past year, and she loves texting and catching up with her friends. I'm afraid that one day that she will give into the temptation and look at her phone while she's driving, even though she knows what a danger it is. So I looked into ways and did a lot of research to find out just what are the best ways to pass on this knowledge to the younger generation that texting while driving is a bad idea. So, first of which we have the problem. So, the problem is texting while driving in Florida is a secondary offense, according to the National Conference of State Legislature. What secondary offense means is that you must be pulled over for another offense, such as speeding or illegal turning, in order to be fined or given a ticket for texting. And the fine for texting while driving? A mere $20. $20 can get you a nice set A at Korean barbecue down the street. So, we've seen that law enforcement doesn't really work. What we found was in 2015, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 42% of teenagers reported using their cell phones while driving. And furthermore, 3,450 people die from car accidents related to distracted driving, and texting while driving is one of the leading behaviors or the most reported behaviors of distracted driving. So, our solution is to increase policies and increase policies and public campaigns for this issue. So Dr. Hyun-Suk Kim conducted a study to see the impact of legal law policies on the attitudes towards texting while driving. She looked at 3 different states at the time. So at the time of the study, Kentucky had banned texting for 3 years, Florida had banned texting for 1 year, and West Virginia had not banned texting at all at the time of the study. And she looked at attitudes that she sent surveys to colleges and universities in surrounding towns in each state, and try to get a picture of the attitudes these students had about texting while driving. And what she found was that they had no difference between the 3 states. So this meant that despite the legal consequences that were present in both Florida and Kentucky, it was not making that much of an impact. Kids and students were still texting while driving and still implementing this issue. What Dr. Ron found was she implemented a sticker campaign. So she gave little reminder stickers to not text and drive. The sticker said live in the moment, or live in the moment and focus on driving on the road. And what she found was that the people that received the stickers reported less texting while driving. So how does this apply to you? So it means you can help people stop texting. You can, for example, if you're in a car and your friend's driving, you can grab the phone from them and text in their stead. You could not text people while you know they are driving. Say your roommate's driving home for 5 hours down to South Florida, not to call them or text them during this time. Just do not give them the opportunity or the will to check their phone. Another thing is public campaigns. So you can call or take part and ask your government to come up with campaigns to encourage these students to don't text and drive. So, what does this look like? if we leave the world as is right now with texting and driving and our current attitudes towards it, we are leaving thousands and thousands of risk factors on the road today. Thousands of people drive, like millions of people drive the roads, and 42, say for half of it, 500,000 people are texting while driving. That means that they will possibly get into a car accident. Say now we change the attitudes of texting towards driving, we acknowledge it and explain what an impact or what a danger it is, then we will see that the risk factors on the road decreased a lot, making the roads a much, much safer place for us to drive. And we must know that the cell phones are only going to get better. Technology is coming out, a new technology is coming out every 6 months, a new phone, the new iPhone, the new Samsung Galaxy. So the phone isn't going to stop coming out towards you. What needs to change is our attitudes towards these things. So, in conclusion, what you can do is call your Senate. So currently, according to our Florida Senate, Senate Bill 76 is underway and is revising our current policy against texting while driving, against wireless devices use while driving. A similar bill was passed last year, but it did not pass. So here it's coming again, so call your representatives, let them know that you want this bill to succeed, to pass, and just start a chain reaction to changing our attitudes towards texting while driving. So today we've gone over this problem and what things you can do to solve this issue that you can do right from stepping foot in your car. You can choose not to text and become one less danger on the road today. So hopefully they will become the next spam and reduce the curiosity and withhold your curiosity for when you are at a stoplight. Thank you for listening. Any questions? Yes.
Are there any laws against talking on the phone while driving?
The new bill and current law actually is that you are not supposed to have any wireless devices while driving. Yes.
So I know you mentioned that technology is always like increasing, and getting better.
Yeah.
What do you think about those like on iPhone? Sometimes they'll have, if you're in a car, it won't like let your phone work. Like, do you think that we should try to create more technology like that, and enforce things like that, where if you're in a moving vehicle like that and you're driving, like that you can't use your phone? Do you think we'll ever get to that point?
I think current technology, I personally use technology that has limited my use of phones while driving. Personally, I have found that where there's a will, there's a way. You can get around programs that prevent you from using it. So the main issue we should address is the attitude towards this thing. Because as long as you have the desire to be curious, you have the desire to want to see the text messages, you'll find a way. But yeah, moving towards that would be a good step as well. Any other questions? Concerns? Yes?
What do you think about eating while driving?
It is definitely also a distracting factor. And so basically anything with distracted driving, if it takes cognitive, visual, or hands off the wheel, it's a bad idea. Cool. Thank you for listening.
Christine.
Yeah.
Allison, why do you think there needs to be stricter laws